Kingdom Hearts 3. This game has a parry, so it makes it into parry review. So, important note. This game has a parry, aka a block, function on all difficulties, but it only has a proper riposte, aka a reprisal, which is what it's called in this game. The counterattack is called a reprisal in this game, only on critical mode. Okay, so I'll say that again. There's only a proper counterattack on critical mode. If you're playing beginner or proud or whatever, you're not gonna get the ability called counter strike, counter kick, and counter something. There's like 3 separate counters. One is for groups, one is for individual enemies, and one is for enemies that are far away. That one is counter kick. Counter kick is for enemies that are far away. I have not yet arrived at a consensus of which of the 3 counterattacks is the best, or which one deals the most amount of damage. Basically, if you're dealing with mods of enemies, use the counterattack that hits multiple enemies. If you're fighting a boss, if it's a boss that's moving around a bunch, I guess you should use counter kick, because you'll chase after the enemy. Or if not, use the regular counter-slash. Here's the other thing to note about this game. Even though this game has a proper parry and counter, this game is sorta not for parry gods. The counter, the parry, isn't really gonna change up the way you play this game. It's not like Lies of P or Sekiro, where you're gonna be parrying all the time. Not at all. This game, you will barely be parrying unless it's a boss fight. That's when you're gonna be parrying the most. But even then, I would say that that's weird, or that it's odd, but honestly, that's the way Kingdom Hearts 1 was. That's the way Kingdom Hearts 2 was. And they don't really... There's no point in reinventing the wheel. The game is already made. The combat system has existed since 2002. Why make a hill? Why make a mole out of an anthill? I forgot how to say that. You're making a mountain out of an anthill or something. Yeah, no point in overcomplicating things. So here's the parry. There you go, I block, and bam, the little thing that sends them into the air, that's the parry. And here, when you kick, and you boost forward, that's the parry. Again, here we have it, and here I'm gonna boost forward, bam, and then those are the parries. I'm just gonna keep showing them here for a while, so that it becomes very clear what the parry is and what the parry is not. The riposte, technically, because the parry is the blocking part. So now I'm gonna put on the boss battles so you can see more naturally what the parry looks like when you're actually fighting a boss. So yeah, I guess the parry in this game, let's give it a 6. Like a 5.5 or a 6, because it really doesn't change at all the way you play this game. My advice, and the way most players play this game, from what I've seen from the speedruns and the no damage runs, basically play this game as if you don't have a counter or a riposte or a reprisal. Play this game as if you didn't even have a parry. And then when a boss shows up that you know you can parry easily, parry him. But for the rest of the game, it's really not worth you going out of your way to be parrying all the time. You know what? I'm gonna give the parry in this game a 5. A 5, because I really wish it were more useful. I can't give it less than a 5, because the parry does what it says, and it delivers. And there's 3 different counters. There's 3 different counterattacks, so I can't knock it. But the fact that you can just so readily ignore the counterattack in this game, and, have it not affect your run at all, we don't like that here at Parry Reviews. We like it when the parry and the counter and the riposte when all those things, you know, make the combat better, and you know, the game encourages you to do it, not for you to like force yourself to have to parry when you don't need to be parrying in the first place. That's just weird. So 5 out of 10 on the parry metric, and on the enjoyment scale, I've heard a lot of people say that this Kingdom Hearts, although that it's less consistent, I've heard a lot of people say that the combat system in this Kingdom Hearts is the best combat system out of all the 3 main games. So on the fun and enjoyment scale, we're giving Kingdom Hearts a 7 out of 10 and a 5 out of 10 on the parry metric. So thanks for watching, take care, and once again I want to reiterate, you can only do the proper counterattack, the proper riposte, on critical difficulty. Any other difficulty, you don't have to riposte. So thanks for watching, take care, and enjoy.